Good morning, friends. It is so good to have you here at Healthy Life Keys, the place where we share simple, powerful ways to stay healthy, strong, and independent, especially after 60. Let me tell you about someone like you. Margaret, 72 years old, full of life, never missed her morning coffee, but one day, a simple routine turned into a frightening wake-up call. She stood up too quickly, skipped her water, and within minutes she was struggling to speak. Her arm felt weak, a mini stroke, something she never expected. Sadly, Margaret is not alone. Every year, nearly 800,000 people in the US experience a stroke, and most happen in the morning, triggered by habits we can easily change if we know how. The good news is, knowledge is power. Today, I will reveal the hidden morning mistakes that quietly increase stroke risk and the simple changes that can protect your brain. So please, stay with me. Like this video, share it with someone you love, and subscribe to Healthy Life Keys, because small choices in the morning can change everything for your brain, your heart, and your future. 7. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach. The hidden morning habit that can double your stroke risk. Did you know? A 2011 study found that drinking coffee on an empty stomach can double your risk of stroke, especially within the first hour after waking. It sounds surprising, does it not? Most people see coffee as a harmless, comforting morning ritual. But for your body, especially your brain, that first cup, when taken before food or water, may set off a silent storm inside. Here is what happens. Coffee boosts adrenaline levels, it narrows your blood vessels, it forces your blood pressure to rise, often before your brain has even adjusted to being awake. And when your stomach is empty, caffeine absorbs into your system much faster. There is no food to slow it down. For older adults, this chain reaction is more dangerous. Our arteries naturally stiffen with age. Many of us already deal with high blood pressure or hidden circulation issues. That sudden caffeine jolt can trigger irregular heart rhythms, dizziness, or even a mini stroke, also known as a TIA. But do not worry. You do not need to give up your coffee completely. You simply need to treat your mornings with more care. Start your day with a large glass of room temperature water. Your brain is made of 75% water, and after sleep, it is thirsty. Give it what it needs. Follow that with a light breakfast, fruit, oats, or whole grain toast before reaching for your coffee. Keep your caffeine to one moderate cup. Avoid piling on sugar or heavy creamers, which silently harm your arteries over time. A small change in your morning routine can make a big difference for your brain. Stay with me, because the next hidden morning danger may surprise you even more. 6. Ignoring morning, dizziness, or muscle weakness. What do you do when you feel dizzy after waking up? Do you brush it off, thinking it is just poor sleep or a sign of aging? Many seniors make this mistake, yet morning dizziness or muscle weakness can be your brain's early distress signal. A moment of dizziness might mean that your brain is not receiving enough oxygen. Weakness in your arm, slurred speech, or facial numbness, even if brief, could point to a transient ischemic attack, also known as a mini stroke. These episodes are the body's urgent whispers that something deeper is wrong. What many do not realize is that morning is when these events most commonly strike. Scientific studies reveal that strokes and mini-strokes are most likely to happen between 6 a.m. and noon. This is when blood pressure naturally rises, circulation adjusts after hours of lying flat, and your brain is at its most vulnerable. For older adults, especially those with high blood pressure, heart rhythm problems, or narrowing of the arteries, ignoring those subtle morning warning signs can have lasting consequences. The American Stroke Association uses the acronym FST to help spot signs quickly. Face drooping. Look for unevenness or numbness. Arm weakness. One arm feels weak or numb. Try raising both arms. Does one drift downward? Speech difficulty. Slurred or strange speech patterns, even briefly. Time to act. Never wait. Every second counts when protecting your brain. If you notice unusual symptoms, do not wait for them to fade. Write them down immediately. Note the time and details. Call your doctor, even if you feel fine after a few minutes. Many strokes are preceded by these subtle events that people mistakenly dismiss. Listening to these early signs can offer a crucial window of prevention, a chance to intervene before more severe damage occurs. Now that we understand how subtle symptoms can carry powerful warnings, let us address a habit that seems entirely innocent but can suddenly destabilize your body. 5. Standing up too quickly after sleeping. Many of us start our day with urgency. We hear the alarm, swing our legs off the bed, and stand up immediately. But this sudden movement can quietly endanger your brain. When you sleep, your blood pressure naturally drops, your circulation slows, and your brain adapts to a horizontal position. Jumping out of bed too fast forces your body to adjust instantly, which can cause orthostatic hypotension, a rapid drop in blood pressure when standing. This sudden shift can cause dizziness, fainting, or dangerous falls. But more importantly, it can temporarily starve your brain of blood flow. Even a few seconds of reduced oxygen to your brain can increase your risk of balance issues, confusion, or vision disturbances, all of which raise the chances of injury or even stroke. According to the Mayo Clinic, this condition is a significant risk factor for stroke, particularly in seniors with narrowed arteries. Research shows that nearly 20% of older adults experience some form of orthostatic hypotension, yet many are unaware of the danger it presents, especially first thing in the morning when your body is least prepared for sudden change. For individuals already managing high blood pressure, diabetes, or neurological conditions, standing up too quickly creates a perfect storm for instability. Worse yet, those taking certain medications for blood pressure or heart health may be more prone to this rapid blood pressure drop. Instead, take a mindful pause when you wake. Spend 1 to 2 minutes lying still, breathing deeply, and gently moving your limbs to awaken your circulation. Rotate your ankles, flex your toes, or stretch your hands. Then sit up slowly, allow your body to adjust, and only rise when you feel steady. These small, deliberate steps protect your brain and help you avoid unnecessary risk. Simple, but powerful. Now, let us uncover a surprising bathroom habit that most people never realize could jeopardize their brain health. 4. Delaying your morning bathroom visit. You may think holding your urine for a few extra minutes is harmless, but doing so can quietly create internal pressure that taxes your cardiovascular system. When you resist the urge to urinate, your bladder overfills, triggering your body to release stress hormones such as cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones constrict your arteries and raise your blood pressure, particularly dangerous for those with arterial stiffness or underlying heart conditions. Most people do not realize that overnight, your kidneys continue producing urine even while you sleep. By morning, your bladder can hold up to 15 ounces of fluid. Forcing your body to delay release creates a state of internal stress, like pulling back a bowstring that eventually snaps. A 2000 study confirmed that a full bladder can reduce blood flow through coronary arteries, especially in those with early-stage atherosclerosis. Researchers also found that an overfilled bladder spikes sympathetic nervous system activity, raising blood pressure, tightening arteries, and placing extra strain on the heart and brain. For older adults with high blood pressure, diabetes, or known vascular disease, this silent strain can increase stroke risk, particularly in the delicate morning hours when your body is already adjusting to being upright. Delaying that first bathroom trip may seem trivial, but over time, this habit quietly increases the pressure on your brain's delicate vessels. Vessels that are often weakened with age or hidden plaque buildup. The solution? Respond to your body's signals immediately upon waking. Do not check your phone. Do not stay in bed an extra moment. Stand slowly and use the bathroom right away. This simple, intentional habit protects your vascular system, eases stress on your heart, and may shield your brain from undue strain. Next, let us explore a common but overlooked cause of morning vulnerability: dehydration. 3. Skipping morning hydration. After 7 to 8 hours of sleep, your body is naturally dehydrated. Your blood becomes thicker, your heart must pump harder, and your brain, which is composed of nearly 75% water, struggles to function at its best. Failing to drink water first thing in the morning quietly increases your stroke risk. Dehydration contributes to higher blood pressure, reduced circulation, and sluggish brain function. A 2015 study found that stroke patients who were dehydrated experienced worse outcomes than those who were adequately hydrated, and the difference was nearly fourfold. Think about that for a moment. 4 times the risk of severe disability or complications, all tied to something as simple as water intake. Even more concerning, as we age, our natural thirst response becomes weaker. Many seniors do not feel thirsty upon waking, yet their cells are crying out for replenishment. Combine this with common medications such as diuretics, which increase fluid loss, and the situation becomes even more dangerous for older adults. Dehydration not only thickens the blood, but also makes your heart work harder to deliver oxygen to the brain. In the morning hours, when your body is already adjusting to post-sleep changes, this added strain can quietly elevate your risk of stroke, cognitive fog, or sudden fatigue. The solution is simple, yet powerful. Start each day with a generous glass of room temperature water, not coffee, not tea. Your body absorbs room temperature water more efficiently, easing your circulation, improving blood flow to the brain, and gently preparing your entire system for the day ahead. Think of this habit as fuel for your brain's performance and protection. Even if you do not feel thirsty, your body needs that first drink. Next, we need to look at what you choose to put on your breakfast plate, because it matters more than you might think. 2. Eating a high-salt breakfast. For many older adults, a quick breakfast may involve processed cereals, instant oatmeal, toast with salted butter, or breakfast meats. Unfortunately, these convenience foods often hide excessive sodium. Too much morning salt can quietly raise your blood pressure and stiffen your arteries, adding immense pressure to your brain's delicate vessels. Your arteries, especially those that carry blood to your brain, are designed to be flexible. But with age and excess salt, they become rigid, making it harder for blood to flow freely. A 2012 study revealed that consuming more than 4,000 milligrams of sodium per day increased stroke risk by 2.59 times. Even an extra 500 milligrams of sodium can raise the risk by 17%. To put that in perspective, one serving of common boxed cereal can contain over 200 milligrams of sodium. Before adding milk, toast, or other sides, many people are surprised to learn that even so-called healthy breakfast items often contain hidden salt. Instant oatmeal packets, whole grain breads, cheeses, and breakfast sausages frequently exceed recommended limits, especially when portion sizes creep up. Morning is when blood pressure naturally spikes, which makes the impact of salty breakfasts even more dangerous. Your body is already transitioning from a restful state. Adding extra sodium, first thing, creates the perfect storm for elevated pressure on your heart and brain. The good news is that mindful food choices can protect your vascular health. Swap high-sodium foods for fresh fruits, boiled eggs, unsalted oatmeal, or whole grain bread with minimal toppings. Always read product labels carefully. Even foods marketed as heart-healthy or low-fat can be surprisingly high in sodium. Experts recommend aiming for no more than 300 to 400 milligrams of sodium in your entire breakfast. That small adjustment can significantly lower your stroke risk, reduce blood vessel strain, and help you start your day with energy instead of hidden danger. Now, we arrive at the most dangerous habit of all, one that millions of people get wrong every morning. 1. Skipping or mismanaging morning medications. Imagine carefully preparing for the day but neglecting the most important step, your medication. This is a mistake that could instantly elevate your stroke risk. Many seniors either forget to take their prescribed medications or take them inconsistently, especially those for blood pressure, cholesterol, or circulation support. Some believe they can double their dose later to compensate, a risky and potentially harmful error. Others take their pills without sufficient water, with coffee or while distracted, preventing proper absorption. What many people do not realize is that these medications are often timed to coincide with your body's natural morning surge in blood pressure. Research shows that blood pressure tends to spike within the first few hours after waking, making this window the most vulnerable time for your heart and brain. Missing or mismanaging your medications can leave your brain unprotected at precisely the moment when it needs support the most. A 2023 study highlighted the significant increase in stroke risk among individuals who fail to consistently follow their medication schedules, particularly those managing blood pressure or atrial fibrillation. For example, missing even one dose of a blood pressure medication can allow pressure levels to surge unexpectedly, placing dangerous strain on the tiny vessels within your brain. Furthermore, some medications require sufficient water to dissolve and absorb properly. Taking them with only a sip of coffee or swallowing them dry can reduce their effectiveness, like leaving your brain exposed to invisible threats. The solution is simple but essential. Build a structured routine. Set alarms, use a weekly pill organizer, and always take medications with ample water to ensure they dissolve and absorb correctly. Never adjust doses on your own. Always consult your healthcare provider if you miss a dose, feel unsure, or experience side effects. Taking your medications correctly is like locking the front door before leaving the house. It is your safeguard against silent, invisible dangers waiting outside. Through this journey, we have uncovered 7 seemingly ordinary morning habits that can quietly place your brain at risk. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach, ignoring dizziness, standing up too quickly, delaying bathroom visits, skipping morning water, eating salty breakfasts, and mismanaging medications. Each habit alone may seem small, but together they can quietly shape your brain's future. The power to protect your health lies in the daily choices you make, especially in the morning. I encourage you to reflect on your own routine. Which of these habits have you recognized? Which can you change tomorrow morning? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your story could inspire someone else to take action today. Thank you for joining me on Healthy Life Keys, where we explore the steps that lead to stronger, healthier years. If you found this valuable, please like, share, and subscribe to stay informed about future insights into senior health and stroke prevention. Your mornings matter. They are not just the beginning of your day, they may very well be the key to your longevity.